And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the Shadow Empire. We just finished Walker Hydraulics. And we finally prepared our first helicopter unit, so we're gonna go do some reconnaissance on the arachnids to figure out how scared we should be.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Roger that.
Combat armor. We discovered combat armor, apparently. That is something we were looking for. It's a good thing we found it.
Order acknowledged.
Motorized heavy siege. Probably want to start doing motorized. Let's do motorized MG.
Copy that.
Offer them some free tech. What we're trying to do with them we're trying to get them to have like a reasonable military tech, and we'll start hiring them as mercs. Contemplating attacking them in a moment. Let's get our reconnaissance here. These guys just have really low reconnaissance range, don't they? Operational range of 2. These guys don't have full readiness yet. They don't have full readiness yet. Okay. Okay. That's gonna make them hard to do reconnaissance with. Well, they pulled back, so I'm gonna assume greedily that they're maybe not as scary as I'm fearing. Okay, the new motorized units showing up have given us some reconnaissance. Okay, so the answer to are they as scary as I'm fearing is yes, they're about 2.5 times better than our infantry. Defendrixes, Dominatrix, yeah. Regular arachnids, okay. Yes, I'm probably going to want to bring down more forces when we have the opportunity. And probably sooner rather than later.
Free. Okie dokie.
Basically committing an overrun attack on those guys. And do we have enough firepower to clear this pocket? Maybe. Didn't quite panic enough of them before the tanks ran out of action points by the looks of it.
Move it now!
Target destroyed.
Next turn, maybe we'll have crushed the Mercanteers. Otherwise, we'll have driven them back into one tile. Which won't be able to free up at least the militia units, if not more than the militia units at that point. And of course, our motorized defensive is going through the petrol. Now let's buy some petrol.
Roger that. Roger that.
And probably try to sort out some solution to the petrol problem being a potential problem. Do we have any good petrol sources that the independents, or that the subjects haven't already acquired? Let's check the prospecting. Not prospecting. Mining overview. Yes. Oh, well that's possibly why I'm feeling oil problems. We've got 2 empty oil wells. If we've got 2 empty oil wells, I should try to fix that. That's what our political power should go to this turn.
Aye, aye, sir.
You can only play it once per... Oh no, it's gonna let me
Aye,
play it
aye,
twice.
sir.
Okay, that's our political power. That should allow me to put oil in those wells. Weird way of saying that, but that'll allow us to put some oil in those wells. Okay, so we got that truck station coming along. We got... This place is all fully upgraded. Did we finish high-tech industry? Research? Yes, we finished high-tech industry research, so we should start building the high-tech industry if I can afford the high-tech parts.
Roger that.
Okay, it will be a few high-tech ports start, but I think that's enough to at least get started.
Copy that.
Yeah, because we're going to need the heavy... Well, we need it for expansion of the heavy industry. We can continue extending the normal industry. No, I think I'm going to focus on mainly deploying replenishment for the moment. Need to deploy some light armor. You know, apparently that's all we had, all we lost. That wasn't militia. Also, under reports, let's go to org. I haven't been seeing the model guy up. Yes, let's call you up and let's start model design. The model that I want to design is we're probably going to design the next size of helicopter. We're going to make ourselves a fighter bomber. These are medium helicopters, so let's start with medium rotor engines with a decent fuel tank. Biggest machine gun we can get. No bombs. No cargo. That would be a viable one. The range is pretty short. Let's even put a little more petrol on. I was going to put rockets on it, but there wasn't a rocket option. Because apparently I haven't developed rockets yet. 3 hexes. Okay, that's about what we're going to get on a helicopter for the moment. With them developing the helicopter. And yeah, we're getting good field testing on our troops now. Now, one thing I can do, now I'm thinking about it, is assuming our bazooka units are in supply, we can click on the right spot, mass upgrade all the SHQ to Bazooka 2, please.
Roger that.
Okay, so Bazooka 1 should cease existing. Bazooka 1s are all gone. Yes. So they're obsolete. Everyone's now the new and improved Bazooka 2. So when the design modifier will come again, I'll not actually do anything on Bazooka 2, upgrade Bazooka 2 yet, but that'll probably be what's coming up. Vehicles are... Not sure if you can do a model upgrade on the vehicles or if you have to build new vehicles. The buggies are not in a good place to be upgraded either way. Yeah, so you have to do replace on them. So we'll maybe at some point we'll do replacements and not upgrades. But okay, so I think that is the turn. The answer to are the arachnids scary is yes. Though most of the arachnids, there's the odd exception, most of the arachnids are at least classed as infantry, so if I need to, I can just do quantity has a quality of all its own sort of approach and just deploy a lot of light infantry. Fill the battle line. And then if we do have breakthroughs, we can encircle the offending Walker class units. Yeah, we'll roll the turn, we'll get some political power back. And then I'll probably contemplate deploying more infantry to fill up a full battle line before I start contemplating how I'm going to start breaking through arachnids and chopping them up. To be fair, the tank brigade and the 2 motorized brigades will probably be enough to chop up those arachnids. It's going to be slow. Because it's probably going to be, I have to use the tank brigade, like the whole tank brigade, to do the breakthrough comboed with the mechanized. So it's sort of going to be like 3 of them working together to eat a hex at a time until we suppress their numbers a bit. There's Queen Shire, so that's the arachnids moving around. They're not attacking yet. Though they are scary enough that they would be a threat if they started attacking.
Affirmative. Copy that.
Here it's going to be deep
Aye,
core
aye,
mining.
sir.
Let's develop rocketry so we can actually put rockets on the helicopters the next time we upgrade the helicopters. Oh, and we haven't been finding any mechanized because I haven't developed the mechanized guy. So let's build a mechanized guy. Troskov's machine gun. Metal armor or polymer armor? We have a glut of rare materials, so I'm going to do polymer armor on the APCs.
Copy that.
Okay, so you are wanting to extend the empty petrol lines, please.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so I paid for 2 and only got 1. Okay, so don't do that twice next time. Full energy efficiency for a lot of money. We have the money, so we'll do it. I'll sell some rare metals to get us some money back.
Roger that.
And we worked out that I want
Roger that.
2 more high-tech parts. Where'd all my high-tech parts go? Did I screw up and sell my high-tech parts on the other turn? I'd be quite angry if that was the case. Okay, we've got 6 high-tech parts now. So none of that built because we didn't have any apparently. I don't know what happened to the high-tech parts. Thought we had some, but apparently I had made a mistake if we didn't. Using the magical trick that is, I have artillery to do some preparatory bombardment on the enemy.
Aye, aye, sir.
So that when we actually do attack those arachnids, it'll go smoother. Let's try to minimize how many tanks I'm using for this attack so we can spare the rest for more attacks lower in the
All clear, sir.
encirclements. Okay, so the eastern hex is the squishier of the two. Oh, the motorized do not want to attack into the forest there. They don't have the action points. They haven't moved this turn, so they should at least be able to do a ranged attack, I think.
Opening fire. Order received.
That way we got enough preparation on this tile to quickly take the tile when the tanks go in. And we'll carry an attack on the last hex with everything left.
Move it now!
Possibly end this front. There we go.
Okie dokie.
Brigadiers are functionally destroyed. Freeing up forces for moving off to the flanks. There might be one or two hostiles in here, so we don't necessarily run completely off. Okay, so I think we're in a good place for there. Replenishments. We didn't lose any tanks that were already in the queue to be replaced. Okay. Infantry are good. Apparently I did a screw up at some point with the high-tech. So we don't have the high-tech for the high-tech industry, so we'll presumably not be building that particularly quickly. And it's probably time to raise another formation of light infantry. Do you want to pay the extra cost to get machine guns with them? Well, I suppose I could go full grenadier. I could go machine guns and RPGs. That's probably what we should do. Start slowly upgrading to RPGs and bazookas with all our infantry units. That way they have some anti-tank capacity and some decent defensive anti-infantry capacity. We will need a commander for them. So, Merc's a bit expensive. Military. Recruit 2 military guys.
Affirmative.
These aren't going to be commanders after all. So that'll give us more guys to do roughly what we're doing with these guys, where we encircle them and then use overwhelming force to get rid of a stack. And I suppose we should also extend, because we've got additional industrial capacity, let's extend our roads. So that we have more logistical capacity up these fronts. Okay, that looks good there, looks good there. I think this front is looking good. I'm assuming there's someone in that hex, which is why it didn't get captured. We'll clear this pocket shortly. Let's try for unification with the eastern neighbor.
Affirmative.
Still a no. Once we've cleared this pocket, we'll probably try to unify with these guys. And these guys, based on what the roll difficulty is, are probably going to unify pretty quickly. But the reason we want to clear it out is because probably the cheapest road is actually running through the combat zone right now. So we want to clear out the combat zone so we can run the rail and road line through. I think that's the turn. We'll see if on the next turn we'll be able to actually eliminate a combat unit of arachnids. Waiting to see if the front gets loud. We just dealt with the Mercanteers, and the unaligned front has been pretty quiet. But this, now that I've encircled one of the Arachnids might play a little bit more aggressive. Though the one that is encircled is probably not going to play aggressive. I think our shelling of it has probably softened it up enough that it's not going to be attacking. The question is, are they going to attempt to try to relieve its encirclement? That looks like a no. Suffer no losses, and we have 6 decisions. One of our scavenging points has been depleted. Archery, and I think those vertical takeoff just got discovered as well. Infantry engines, laser guns, probably laser guns is what's going to be next. Nope. Thopters. Attempt to go Thopters. Yeah, let's go for
Order
wings.
acknowledged.
Heavy aircraft, light aircraft. I'm not sure what got discovered there. Maybe aircraft just got discovered. Oh, I will want to probably develop an engine again at some point. I'll
Copy
go ahead
that.
and slap them in biggest gun and combat armor. Guardians are offering technology for a lot of money. Energy small arms optimization. We'll roll expand things here. Trade versus principles. We'll probably take the meritocracy hit. I'm much more pro-commerce here, and I don't want to piss off the
Affirmative.
other major at the moment. Camp 3, high suitability versus Camp 2. Yeah, so it's definitely the Camp 2 guy is going to get assigned first. Okay, how we're going to work with you? Yeah, well, we'll need the high-tech parts. We'll buy the high-tech parts. And then on sale, we can go ahead and sell a bunch of
Roger that.
rare earths. I'll also go ahead and sell the radioactives.
Roger that.
What's our money looking like now? Not quite there. Wouldn't be that hard to get there. Yeah, we're mass producing machines. We can sell some machines for revenue. Okay, so we'll pick that tech up because it makes them happier. And it's one less thing that our research councils will have to discover. Okay, so there is a hostile unit down there. Maybe pushing tanks into a forest is not the best idea, but we're doing it. Or I'm doing it. Yeah, so it looks like there's one hostile. There might be two hostiles in here, based on the size of the zone. And yeah, we'll keep running this way with the road, because we're inevitably want to get it down here. That one isn't worth expanding at the moment. Okay, I think for the first time we're going to be able to do some, do some air recon, but apparently because we don't have an airfield out here, our poor chopper does not have very good reconnaissance capacity, so we have to actually move him up to sort of danger close to do an air reconnaissance run.
Birds are in the sky.
Okay, so we have near perfect reconnaissance, which will make the next step here go real well.
Do it!
Those artillery shells land perfectly.
Mission accomplished.
Now we can see the schism. So this is the original swarm. This is the new swarm. And to be fair, that little bit of encirclement went real well. Due to the magic called good reconnaissance and artillery shells. Lots of artillery shells. As far as diplomacy, let's try for a unification.
Affirmative.
Here, nope, still say no. Really want that hex to be a place where I have a road before I unify with these guys. We're gonna hold off a little bit more trying to roll for them. I am at some point probably going to need to expand our petrol production, because I'm already looking at the petrol like, oh, that's going away quickly. That's probably a good place to put a petrol mine.
Order acknowledged.
We'll set up a government-run oil extraction there. This is not super good place for it, but we'll set one up here as well.
Copy that.
This one's not so good because it's so far away from the city. But at some point we won't want to put a colony down there anyway. It's getting pretty far from either of the cities. And we don't yet have industry that is the synthetic fuel? Yeah. Well, we could do synthetic fuel. Yeah, if we got the power, we can do synthetic fuel. So let's do synthetic fuel, actually. Let's start getting synthetic fuel being constructed. That'll be one way to sort of help keep the petrol from becoming a problem. High-tech industry is still going. We should now have enough high-tech industry parts to complete high-tech, and then we'll, as long as we're slow about it, we'll never have to worry about high-tech parts again. So yeah, I think that's a good place to end the turn. So I'm going to cycle the turn, and I believe this is where I'm going to go ahead and put the cut in at the end of this end turn. So if you've been watching on YouTube, I hope you've been enjoying it. Watching on Twitch, I hope you've been enjoying it. Where are we as far as the recordings? How many recordings have we done tonight? Oh, this is the third one. Okay. So I'm going to do at least one more recording tonight. There's maybe a question whether or not I will do a fifth one. So if you're watching YouTube, there will be another part up after this part. And if you're watching on Twitch, obviously hang around over the break. There will be another part. I'm going to record at least one more part. If you're watching on YouTube, I don't know if there'll be a part the day after tomorrow, but that's maybe getting a little ahead of myself. We'll see how I feel like in a half an hour. It looks like the intern... Well, we're still too early in the intern to see how the surprises are going to go. So the first major didn't declare on our minor, which is good. Second major hopefully isn't going to declare on our minor. To be fair, it's been a long time since I've had a major declare on a minor that I control, so I wouldn't be surprised if that got fixed at some point. Here's Queenshire. This is going to be the interesting turn if we have an interesting turn, and it's actually fairly boring. It looks like the arachnids are mostly pulling back. Okay, so we did have a second hostile down here. I think the 2 tank units and the 2 siege grenadiers should be enough to clear that 1 rifle militia. In fact, it's probably overkill to clear that 1 rifle militia. So the rest will start moving southeast to deal with the arachnids. And to deal with this biped cavalry. So if we deal with the biped cavalry, deal with those rifle militia. Whoops, I'm already getting the next turn. I was going to put a cut in there. So I hope you've been enjoying it if you've been watching on YouTube. Before I play more of the turn that I should not be playing, I should put this in the next video. Feel free to catch the next part. Catch you in the next part. Bye for now.